Good afternoon, viewers, and welcome to the Evangel Art Show live on ECWA Television International. I am going to talk come to pass, and it did, and it was a success indeed. We have all the planning from the rehearsals. Everything went just perfectly well, and we have a lot of people that had something to say about. We have Hassan Paris, Adamu Richard, we have Anointed Ishaya, Alton Zaki, and Mrs. Nancy. They have a lot to say about Worship the King 2022. Let's hear them.
But I want to thank God because we have been part of it right from the scratch. The rehearsals, the hustle, it is not at all. We had 2 times rehearsal. We have to change venues, struggling with our people, dealing with our people. But to crown it all, the atmosphere during rehearsals, it's awesome. The atmosphere, and I'm expecting that today is going to be great. Definitely, you are going to be blessed.
I foresee in future the Evangel Arts, it's bringing every DCC bands together to form a particular choir where we'll be doing music as it is supposed in different churches. It will get to a point that when you go to the headquarters, the same as the way they're doing up there. The Evangel Art is actually bringing every art together in Ekwa for a better ministration.
We believe this event, God is going to transform many, set the captives free, and many are going to be edified to understand their place again. And I pray that God will continue to take the glory, and we will continue to be willing so that God will continue to use us as vessels unto honor.
Yesterday we have seen how God have visited us massively, even in Abuja, and we believe this gospel is, and we will be willing for God to use us the more.
I'm thanking God because the prayer yesterday really helped me. I was really incident. God in his infinite mercy has provided another accommodation for me, even though it is rent, but I give God the glory. And my own house where they came and robbed me, I have put it in order by the mercy of God. So I am grateful. This concert is for me. That is why I was here as early. I don't want to be late. That robbed me caused them to total repentance. Let them know that robbery is not the solution of life.
Testimonies, testimonies, testimonies. Everyone had something to say about Worship the King 2022, the Revival Edition. And today I have 2 people in the studio. Alheri Alamba. Good afternoon, Fred. Good afternoon, Alheri.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. You're all welcome.
Thank you.
It's good to have you today, and I'm so excited to talk about Worship the King 2022. So, Alheri, you are a new...
Okay. First of all, I've been watching their performance on stage, and also I've listened to some of their albums. I usually say,
Wow.
Yes, whenever I'm in trouble, distress, frustrated, if I listen to one of their songs, just one, I feel relief. Yeah, it comes with me to join the Evangel Art of Equa. And I'm happy to be part of them.
Wow, that's very interesting. Like, a lot of people will say, I can't join Evangel Out of Equa because the rehearsals, and then you just need to rehearse. Yeah. You just need to do things so it could be perfect. You can't just stay in one place and then get everything done. You have to move. So then people always feel like, I'm not supposed to be here or something like that. I don't know, Fred, if you have anything to say about it differently.
Yeah, written by Evangel Art of Equa. This is just one among many other testimonies. It's such a great blessing. And organization or music band that the holistic, kind of ministry where every part of our life matters. When we come, just like forget that we're rehearsing, we're working on our voices. We sing out to God, we read the scriptures, we pray out our hearts to God. So this is nothing like it, and some other people, when it comes to success, to shine on stage. But for us, it's different. We just want to enjoy communion with God. So it's a great experience for me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, Worship the King, Fred, you have been a member of the Evangel Art of Equa for a while now. And I guess you've always been going, and then,
Yeah.
so then this year's Worship the King 2022 is the Revival Edition. And you were in attendance. So, how did, okay.
I've been part of this from the inception, and I can tell you that we've seen the power of God taking us from glory to glory. Every year, like talking about this particular year, you could see how God moved differently. It's not just about people coming together to sing.
Yeah.
It's about, creating a testimony of Madam Mrs. Nancy,
Yeah.
testifying of what God did to her. This is a direction each year, this is the way to go and level of impact. And I can tell you this year is about the impacts, a lot of impacts. You could have of 50,000 and then you have an impact of 40,000. That's magnificent.
Both of you, this particular question. Okay, during Worship the King 2022, what was the peak of the program for you? Like the event, the change about something, like about you during the program, maybe the counseling, the prayers, or maybe the concert itself.
When I went there, I was thinking we were going to only sing and maybe artists will perform, ministers will sing. He ministered one song titled Realize I need to go back to God and amend my ways. That was it. I made my ways right with God from there.
Interesting.
And then my burden was lifted.
Wow.
I became light instead of everything.
Went on.
Yes.
Thank God.
Thank you.
So, Fred.
Yeah, for me, the atmosphere was charged. You could not see people trying to to sing. I tell you that sometimes you wouldn't know when the other person has finished singing except for the sound.
Yeah.
If the sound goes down and then worship concerts and then you have every singer just coming to do his own thing, stand on his own, individual is coming to encounter God through all the people that came to minister. So for me, it was massive. It was powerful. You see Altanzaki ministering, IBD to me, and as a singer, it was more of.
Because like really, like you guys are just really saying interesting things about Worship the King 2022. So Alheri, you're just a newly registered member of Evangel Acts, right? And I guess this is your first event that you traveled and then you had to sing. Like, how was the feeling like?
Back of Evie Dave on one of his songs.
Wow.
Yes, so I was happy. In fact, I feel honored.
Interesting.
And I really thank God. Despite the fact that there was stage fright, I was somehow tense. But still, I was still happy that he could find me worthy to come and back one of his songs.
Wow, that's interesting. That's very interesting to know. You know, there are people that are to just do anything. But then it's actually good to understand that God took the glory and everything, because you didn't just realize like, okay, this is my first time, so I just need to show myself. But then you actually brought yourself down to receive hard, because a lot of people had problems. A lot of people came with heavy burdens that they couldn't even talk to anybody. I know there was a testimony of someone that was giving that said that he was always having issues. He can't realize that he was preyed upon, and then he had to talk to people, and then he was advised, he was counseled, and like he was fine. Like before he left Worship the King, especially the concert, like he was a whole person, like he was completely whole, and he was super excited. This is something that tell yourself that I need to give God the glory. I need to bring down myself, like bring down pride, take away pride, and then let God take charge of everything. And then you realize you're doing everything good. So we thank God at least you had an experience and you're very happy for it and all of that. So Fred, as a songwriter,
Yep.
you have written so many songs. I'm down to hear other people, because I realized one of your songs was sang during Worship the King, and you were there, like you didn't participate, but then you were just listening to them. So was it rendered well? Like, were you expecting something?
Well, the experience was such a great blessing. I tell you, if everything about you ends with you, then your impact is short-lived. You know, your impact must go beyond you. And that's the reason why you see a lot of people singing songs written by more than my life. And I was so privileged, regardless even if it is just a little child that cannot even maintain a key, that I heard singing my song, I'll be blessed. The fact that the child can learn that song and sing it,
Actually.
you know, as little the song ministered by Evangel Arts, the team that sang on that day. And when they were singing, in particular, Alheri, and I was blessed. I was really blessed. It was not sung the way I usually sing it, but I was really blessed. And I tell you, there is a uniqueness that comes with every singer. And if I cannot sing Fred Quada, and I cannot sing the person,
Actually,
so the
yes,
person
Fred
has to
Quada is
sing
just-
himself out, regardless of who owns the song. You have to express yourself
Yeah,
in the
true.
song, and that's what I saw.
Interesting to know that. To think that other people can just say you're not supposed to sing my song, or maybe they didn't do it right, and then they'll feel so sad about it. But to know that. So Alheri, I don't know. Since you have gone for Worship the King and you're super excited, would you want to go for another or two?
Yes, I would like to. I would love to. In fact, I want to. I was telling my mom, I told her that when they laughed and said, I guess you are blessed. You were blessed. I said, yes, mom. Seriously, I've been blessed with their events. And I'm happy to come and register under Evangel Art of Equa because because like we need plenty people, like, because Evangel Art of Equa, it's actually about the songs. It's not just about calling people to just come and sing on the big stage and then just feel excited. No, but then there are things that are being done differently. Like maybe let's say the Evangel Art of Equa, that there's this love that bonds everybody together. Like you cannot just say maybe you're having issues. Like if anything should happen to a member, like everybody wants to go. The love there is superb. Like it's something that tells me like there's family. Like family is everything. And then for you to understand, pray for that person. Like there's nothing more than that again. Because you can, blood related, you cannot just say because you're not from the same mother with me and then so I can't just have anything to do with you, or maybe. But then the fact that we all come together in Evangel Out of Equa is so excited because of the love that is there. Like
You sound excited too.
I am super excited. Like you don't understand.
Linda,
Like
I can add up to say that when we come together and we're just gisting, we're chatting, maybe after a rehearsal, and we're just walking each other down, you know, we forget that we're supposed to take different directions to our homes. And I can tell you that one thing, we are not even comfortable. We are not okay with where we are right now. We are growing.
Of course,
we are growing. And you see, if you even if you think no, it's not possible, because we are constantly growing. We are growing in our communion with God, in the study of His Word, in prayers, in rehearsals. You know that Evangel Arts is not just another group, you know, that is created just to bring people in and for them to be as is creating in each band, in every church is mind blowing. Every church now is beginning to put itself, you know, in order, because when we come for EA conference, you could see the way that church seeing the transition, you know, always seeing how we're moving, how we're growing. For me, is such a blessing.
It's very interesting to know that, like, it's something to give God the glory, because you can't just say you're 2 or 3 people that just come to register under Evangel Out of Equa. I'm so excited because everybody wants to say something. Everybody wants to belong. Everybody wants to just do, because everything about Evangel Out of Equa is different. It's something like, you're a songwriter, so
one of the things that is coming to my mind that God is pressing in my heart is to go back to the songs I've written 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 8 years ago. I see I can harness those songs so they can begin to bless people. And basically that's it for me. So everyone, look out for the songs that are coming. They are powerful songs.
Like the excitement on his face, like the way he's super excited to just hear your song, like it's just something. I'll be like, what's up? Like the first time I was asking, I was like, why are you so excited? Until I had to listen to the songs, and I'm like,
Hallelujah.
wow.
Hallelujah.
Like you're doing a great
God.
job, and people are really learning from you. People are really doing their best to get. I think God's glory will be. And then Alheri, I don't know if you have anything to tell us, like maybe something.
Okay. Like I've said earlier on, I'm really happy to be part of the Evangel Art. I have role models that I admire their performances and also their songs. And then I just want to thank them for being a family. Calling, texting, and so on.
Oh.
I'm just happy.
Thank God for that, Fred. Ekwa, wherever it is you are, just come. There's love everywhere. But join Evangel Act of Ekwa. I'm going to sign out now, but before I do that, I have this interesting song that I will need to leave you with by Alton Zaki, taken to follow Christ. Enjoy the song and stay blessed.